My name is Barry Auchettl, and my intent today is to not only identify 10 of the biggest blocks that I can see around this quantum leap to prosperity, we're actually going to also clear those blocks with you today. These programs operate beyond time and space. In other words, if you go back and listen to the replay, you'll get even further clearings associated with that. Or for those people listening for the first time and you're on the replay, you don't miss out. We've had people make massive shifts listening to the replay of all the classes which are on the Vision School. And there'll be an opportunity as well to book in for a 20-minute session if you haven't done so, to work out your vibration and frequency. We'll tell you what that is later on. And if you want one of those sessions, all you need to do in the chat room is put your name, your email, and where you're from, including a time zone. So if you're in New York, just put down Eastern time, because we've got mentors here from New Zealand, Australia, and America who will be checking in and making sure that you'll get looked after with that extra session attached to that. Why do all of this? Why sit here for 2 hours when it could be a nice day, or you could be sitting in a storm and doing whatever? And the results from having done some work like we're doing today is we're able to go with the flow of life more. Life is still going to happen. You're still going to have, people are going to die, we're going to lose jobs and all these things, and the next door neighbour's going to have a fight, and we just go with the flow more. We just deal with it easier. And we're then able to connect to others at the same level here today. We're also going to create an interchange of actually finding out who you really are. I'm really looking forward to this. And to achieve your soul's purpose in this lifetime. We're not going to wait and say, oh, well, I'll do it next lifetime. This is about enhancing relationships. It could be about finding a relationship, finding an intimate relationship. So we want to be able to improve communication and deeper connections in all relationships. And for those that don't know, I actually created a board game called Conversations. And what happened is when I created this game and started playing, people had this assumption that I was a communication expert. And I used to say, oh yeah. And I was sort of struggled enough with my own relationships. And so I did all these courses like, nonviolent communication and the Virtues Projects and Blue Ren and things like that we did to improve my own communication. And really bring a lot of that now into the program in teaching you how to have effective communication. In particular, the major thing that comes out here is setting healthy boundaries. The biggest issue I believe people have around relationships is around setting and having clear and effective healthy boundaries. Just think about it in your own life. So raise your hand if you want to look at this one. My relationships are grounded in mutual respect and love. And I'm particularly after someone who maybe wants to be in a relationship, and maybe has been in a number of relationships, but it hasn't quite worked out. It hasn't quite worked out. Trina, can we bring you on? Trina, are you there?
I'm here. How are you?
Very good, Trina. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm enjoying today. Hopefully you're getting some value out of today.
I am. It is.
Tell me about, are you in a relationship at the moment?
Just started one.
Oh, this would be a really good one to do there. Okay. I got another really interesting question. I hope you don't mind me asking, but have you been in a number of relationships before that?
No.
Have you been in a few relationships before that?
Few, yes.
Okay. I'm just going to let people know my experience from people in terms of relationships. what happens sometimes is that if you've been in a relationship, and let's say it wasn't a really high vibrational relationship, right? That what happens is we get to the stage, we leave that relationship, and we're actually better off by ourselves. The vibration of ourselves is better than the vibration in the relationship. Trina, can you relate to that?
I can. I like the point that you just made about boundaries.
Yes.
And that was one of the biggest things that I said early on, like you got to respect my boundaries, is you got to respect what I'm comfortable with.
Yep.
And I, vice versa, because when you get to know someone, they're a stranger, and respect and boundaries go hand in hand.
Yep. So can you say for me then, please, my relationships are grounded in mutual respect and love?
Yes.
I'll get you to say that for me, please. I want to test it.
Okay. My relationships are grounded in mutual respect and love.
Okay. So there is a stress on that for you, and the stress is in the past there probably hasn't been that mutual respect and love.
I can say that's true.
Okay. So what I want you to do is in this relationship, there are two things that need to happen in this. One is you want to attract someone into your life who actually is willing to do that. And great that you can even ask for it. I want mutual respect and love. All right. And I'm going to give mutual respect and love. Like it's a two-way process here. And when we can
I
do
agree.
both, be in a relationship which is both giving and receiving mutual respect and love, both people benefit from that relationship and raise their vibration. Trina, do you want to comment on that? You can leave yourself unmuted for a couple of minutes.
Okay. Yes, I do. It is a two-way street, giving respect and love and receiving it. But you have to set um like guidelines of the respect. I truly believe is because something that I might want compromise on, so I think at early on in the relationship, you have to, sit down and discuss, but definitely shouldn't respect and love, but everybody got different
Yep.
opinions what that is.
Yeah, totally. And this is where that communication around this is even more important at this stage to actually get to that level. To have that real good communication about what that is.
Yes, totally agree.
Okay. So I'm in a relationship now where communication is the prime aspect that we're in. Our communication is like, and for me, part of my temptation in the past is just, oh, I'm not going to talk about this. I'll be quiet because I don't want to say anything bad. And it's like, nope, you've got to talk about this.
Yes. And for me, communication, well, I'm definitely old school, picking up the phone and call. But I see like this new generation, the new thing is texting
Oh, yes.
or emailing. And so I'm like, Facebook, social media. And so I'm still like old school. I still like picking up the phone and talk.
I really want to acknowledge for that. The ideal is face to face. Next is the phone. Preferably even on Zoom, we can see each other.
Yes.
But texting, it can be so misreading. And my famous example for texting with miscommunication, there was a lady that owed me, it was something like $1,568. It was that specific, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get this email and I see, the 1568, I'm not going to do it. And I've gone, yeah, but they owe me this. This is not fair. I was going through the whole not fair thing and I've done this and they owe me this money. And I was going to write to them straight away. And then I realised that I have a 24-hour policy that I don't respond to emails for 24 hours. So if you're going to abuse me, you're not going to get a response for at least 24 hours. Because it's like, I'm just going to settle this and just see what goes on. And what
Mm-hmm.
was fascinating is the next day, I had a look at that email and it said, I travelled 1,568 miles to get to this place and it was too far and I'm not going to do it. And I read the email again. It was like a completely different email to the first email I read.
Yes.
Right? Because I saw the number and I started making up this story in my head about what was going on.
Yeah, I think through text message that can get happen a lot. That you
Yeah,
can
I
read it.
think say positive things with text messages. If it's not positive, have a conversation. Really, really. All right,
Yes.
let's clear this for you. Okay, can you say my relationships are grounded in mutual respect and love?
My relationships are grounded in mutual respect and love.
Okay, that's a lot better. How's that feel?
Feels good.
Awesome. Well done.